Urinary bladder, urethra. Now, can you tell me this belongs to a lady or a gentleman?
Gentleman.
A gentleman, yes, definitely. In one class, someone told me, "Oh, this is ladies." I said, "Since when the ladies had the prostate gland?" It's a prostate gland. Okay. Again, you can look at the pubic arch. If the angle is less than right angle, generally it's key. Because did you have ALP1 in that lab? And we have paired two skeletons. I have given name. One is George, another is Georgina. But anyway, so here is the ureter. One ureter is lost somewhere over there. And here is the seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle, vas deferens, prostate glands. These are not parts of urinary system. These are parts of reproductive system. But since this is a model, you are expected to know every part of this model. Like this is adrenal gland or suprarenal gland. This is an endocrine gland. But this is not a part of urinary system. Due to its position, this is called suprarenal gland. But I can have in the bonus section, like if I pin this one, you should be able to identify. If I pin this blood vessel, you should be able to identify. What is that blood vessel called?
Inferior vena cava.
There you go, inferior vena cava. And what is this blood vessel called? The abdominal aorta or descending aorta. Okay? Like this blood vessel here. Renal artery, renal vein. What is this blood vessel?
The iliac.
The common iliac artery and the common iliac vein. So you should be able to. And if this bone is, this is the pubic bone of the pelvic girdle. Okay? This is bladder, urinary bladder. But anyway, this gives you a nice view of urinary system, several, including the hero of urinary system. Who is the hero? The kidney. There are some sidekicks, So if this is Batman, this is the Robin or something. I'm just kidding. These are the Bowman's capsule. Like here, glomerular capsule, Bowman's capsule. Inside the Bowman's capsule, you will see the glomerulus. It's not shown. Okay? Look at this artery called interlobular artery or corticoradiate artery. These are afferent arterioles. Afferent arteriole enters into the Bowman's capsule, breaks up into capillary network called glomerulus, and these capillaries again form an arteriole called afferent arteriole, which forms a capillary network called peritubular capillaries. So you need to know everything. That, of course, will match with your list in the study guide. Okay?
Okay.
That orange, can you see this convolution? Is this proximal convoluted tubule? PCT. After much turns and convolutions, it straightens out. Coming down, this is the cortex of the kidney. This is the medulla of the kidney. Going down as descending limb. Up, can you see the hairpin bend? Like this hairpin bend and this hairpin bend. Called loop of Henle. Yeah, loop of nephron or loop of Henle. And then coming straight up as descending limb of loop of Henle. And then again undergoes convolution called distal convoluted tubule. And then the distal convoluted tubule drains into collecting duct. Yeah. several distal convoluted tubules, like this one, this one, this one, this one, drain into a collecting duct, and several collecting ducts, like these ones, into papillary duct. Okay? All these. And you can see that from the efferent arteriole also forms the straight blood vessels called vasa recta. This is peritubular capillary, these are peritubular capillaries. These capillaries are meant for absorption because the amount of filtrate that is produced, that will be about 99% of the filtrate. That filtrate will be absorbed into the kidney tubules and 1% will be excreted as urine. If you measure the amount of filtrate formed in 1 minute in the glomerulus, called the glomerular filtrate, that amount is 125 milliliters per minute. And if you consider for a day, it will be 180 liters of filtrate. So our kidneys, all the glomeruli in the kidneys, both kidneys, they process about 180 liters of blood. But we have only 5 to 6 liters of blood. Do you get that? But if you compute for over a day, for 24 hours, it will be 180 liters of filtrate, which is enough to fill a 50-gallon barrel. Okay? But of that, only 1% is excreted as urine. So 180 liters, 1% will be 1.8 liters, meaning between 1 and 2 liters, that would be the daily production of urine in a normal person. You know, in case of kidney failure, total renal shutdown, those people, those patients who need dialysis, they do not produce any urine. So, due to the consequences of metabolism, nitrogenous wastes accumulate in the body. They are removed through the urine, isn't it? And when those patients cannot produce that urine, then what will happen? The toxic substances will accumulate, will remain in the system, and that is detrimental. And for that, what is a temporary relief? It would be dialysis. Through hemodialysis, by removing wastes and adding nutrients through artificial kidney or kidney machine. And the permanent solution would be a transplant, isn't it? But anyway, you are going to learn about that, but I just gave you some information so that you can relate, okay, for your benefit. Good. So, what say these structures? What are these structures? These finger-like projections? Yeah, they are villi. So, where do you find villi? Small intestine, of course. You see, small intestine. This is the lumen of small intestine. These are the villi. These are the intestinal glands. This is submucosa. And this is muscularis, sacral muscle, longitudinal muscle. Here you see the serosa, isn't it? So, what is this? What part of a small intestine is this? You have to scan the whole submucosa. Look. Do you find any gland in the submucosa? No. Any lymphatic tissue? No. So this will be jejunum. Very good. Capsule. Not corpuscle. Capsule. Look here. This, capsule. Made of connective tissue. Then this part is called renal cortex, and here is renal medulla. Any substructure like a lymph node, like an ovary, like when you make a section, the outer portion is called the cortex and inner core is called the medulla. Do you get that? So here is the renal cortex and this is the renal medulla. And you can see the filtration unit. These are the glomeruli, the structures. These are the signature features for kidney. Look at that. Look. These are glomeruli. The glomeruli are located only in the cortex, renal cortex. Inside the medulla here, you can see only the renal tubules, kidney tubules, that are made of simple cuboidal epithelium. But renal here, these are glomeruli, these are present only in the cortex. As you will learn, there are two types of nephron. Those nephrons are here. Let me write down. These are small cortical nephron. About 85%. And juxtaglomerular nephrons, about 15%. So here, these nephrons are juxtaglomerular nephrons, and these nephrons are cortical nephrons. Most of the parts of the nephron are located in the renal cortex. You will find in your book also. We'll be looking at certain features of nephron. Let me take you to some real good glomeruli. Now remember, glomerulus is singular. This is singular and plural. Glomeruli, plural. Okay? One glomerulus, two glomeruli. Cells are these cells. These are flat squamous cells. You can see the nucleus is thickened out inside the capsular space here. This is a capsular space where filtrate accumulates. Filtration is done through the glomerular capillary network and the visceral layer. So here there are two layers. One layer, the visceral layer, made of special cells called podocytes with foot-like processes, and the here capillary network of the glomerulus forming the filtration membrane. So blood is forced through the capillaries, glomerular capillaries coming from the afferent arteriole, and only the liquid portion and some substances along with, not the blood cells, some ions, electrolytes, they come out, and this is the capsular space where the glomerular filtrate accumulates. And from there, that will flow through the proximal convoluted tubule. So, the glomerular capsule with the parietal layer, this is the parietal layer, and visceral layer is over here. So, if I put a pointer here and if I ask you identify the structure, I can accept three answers. Either any three, any one of the three. One is, you can write renal corpuscle. I will accept that as a part of renal corpuscle. You can do glomerulus, which is true. And you can also Answer, glomerulus covered by visceral layer. Now, did I tell you about the gradation of my satisfaction, of my happiness? I'll be happy if you identify that as renal corpuscle. I'll be very happy if you identify that as glomerulus. I will be damn happy if you identify that as glomerulus covered by visceral layer. But never mind about my gradation of happiness. You will gain the same point. It was a joke.
Thank you.
Okay? Now, look at these renal tubules here. This is proximal convoluted tubule. So are these. Can you see that the lumen is fuzzy? Isn't it? Hey, don't lock yourself.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you. Sorry.
Because of the presence of microvilli, because these cells are called brush border cells. Because I told you 99% of the filtrate will be absorbed. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now, this is PCT. I am going to go to another glomerulus to show you. Oh, and these are the collecting ducts with a simple cuboidal epithelium, collecting ducts. I have to show you a nice DCT. Let me try. Come on. These are all kidney tubules. Come on. Sorry about that. I have to go to find one. These are all collecting ducts. Tubule. This is DCT or distal convoluted tubule. Here is PCT, here is also PCT, here is PCT, here is PCT. Meaning, look at the lumen. Lumen is very fuzzy due to the presence of microvilli. So you need to identify here, clear, the glomerulus or the renal corpuscle. Renal corpuscle is whole structure, or the glomerulus covered by visceral layer, the capsular space, the parietal layer, the DCT, the PCT, and that's it. And also, but don't forget about the collecting tubule or collecting duct. Okay? So these are the features.